Part 1. Welcome to the rebellion. Here we are again, dear viewers, navigating through the murky waters of modern politics, where common sense is as rare as a politician who actually delivers on their promises. Welcome back to the channel, where we refuse to sip the Kool-Aid and instead pour ourselves a stiff drink of reality. If you're looking for sugar-coated nonsense, you might want to head elsewhere, perhaps the government's latest PR campaign. But if you fancy a bit of unfiltered, unapologetic scrutiny, pull up a chair. Today, we're diving headfirst into the latest absurdity brewing in the corridors of power, this time courtesy of our esteemed Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, who seems to have mistaken Britain for some sort of 19th century empire, eager to send troops off to foreign lands like we're still playing Risk. His brilliant idea: deploy British soldiers to Ukraine under the guise of a peacekeeping mission, a move that has left half of Europe shaking their heads in disbelief and the other half questioning whether he's been sniffing the ink on his official documents a little too much. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for standing up for Ukraine, but let's be realistic here. When Germany, of all nations, tells you you're being highly inappropriate and premature, perhaps it's time to rethink your strategy. This is the same Germany that's been hesitant to send so much as a strongly worded email to Russia, and even they think Starmer has lost the plot. If that doesn't set off alarm bells, I don't know what will. But that's just the beginning. Stick around, because in Part 2, we'll break down the backlash, the divide in Europe, and why Starmer's plan has about as much chance of success as a paper umbrella in a British downpour. Part 2. The backlash and the bigger mess. So, let's talk about what happened next. In a shocking turn of events, shocking, I tell you, Germany, Poland, and Spain have told Starmer to take his grand delusions and shove them somewhere the sun doesn't shine. Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz, never one to mince words, called the proposal completely premature and, my personal favorite, highly inappropriate. Now, when a German bureaucrat calls you highly inappropriate, you know you've really done something special. Meanwhile, France and Sweden, bless their little optimistic hearts, seem to think sending peacekeeping troops is a splendid idea. Britain, France, and Sweden are apparently keen to play world police, while Germany, Poland, and Spain are sitting back with their arms crossed, watching the chaos unfold like spectators at a particularly tragic circus act. Now, let's get one thing straight. This isn't about whether Ukraine deserves support. It absolutely does. But there's a difference between strategic aid and reckless bravado. Sending British troops into Ukraine without a solid plan, without proper backing, and without, a peace agreement in place, is like jumping into a shark tank wearing a suit made of tuna. It's not peacekeeping, it's poking the bear with a very sharp stick and hoping it doesn't bite. So, what's next? Will Starmer back down and admit he got ahead of himself? Or will he double down, strutting around like a modern-day Churchill while the rest of Europe rolls their eyes? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: this so-called unified Europe looks about as united as a family trying to decide where to go for dinner. And with that, I leave you with the real question: should Britain charge ahead with Starmer's fantasy, or is Scholz actually the voice of reason here? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And before you toddle off, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the ever-growing community of those who prefer their news with a side of brutal honesty. Cheers!